Let me make sure I got everything. I made sure to save a state. Yeah, I am so glad. Holy. Had I lost my game, I had a feeling if I used the regular save that it wasn't gonna be like all like sunshine and rainbows and shit. Yeah, I'm turning the volume just a little bit more. You would not believe how fucking quiet I have this. I think that's better. I think we solved it. Sorry about the hold up there. It's fixed. So, welcome back to Crystal Clear. Last session, we just made it. I think I have a map in here in my Poké Gear, right? Yeah, we made it all the way from Cinnabar Island, New Cinnabar Island, to Fuchsia City. Mewster is a beast when it comes to like weird teams and weird team building. I definitely trust his team building advice. But yeah, so we just got to Fuchsia City. Shout out to anyone who's just checking out the stream. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. But yeah. And we have Venomoth now, which is like wildly over leveled. The fact that I was able to catch is kind of crazy. I don't even know what its moveset is. Hold on, we gotta check that real quick. Supersonic Confusion. Okay, Confusion's huge because... Wow, custom sprite. This game is so cool. I agree, Cam. Thank you for putting me on it. Alright. Pokemon. So we're gonna see what Mothman can do. See what kind of numbers he can put up. Mewster, your teams are very difficult to deal with. We'll see what level these guys are real quick. Psychic Road is a quick shortcut to Celadon. Is that his original text, I wonder? I also try not to be super clicky-clacky with the keyboard. I still haven't figured out a mouse for this game yet. Birdkeeper Bob sent out Hoot Hoot. Mothman. Bad matchup, but I'm level 25. Will this Pokemon listen to me? It does. Yeah, I'm just gonna one-shot everything. Oh, hold on. Let me put off the switch mode because, to be honest, now that I have two Pokemon, text speed, battle style, animations on. No. Do we want always run on? I feel like... Oh, we gotta pick a frame too. This is actually huge. For vibes purposes only. I'm gonna scroll through them all real slowly. And whatever everyone thinks is superior, I want to hear. That's what we're going to change it to. I'm feeling 4. 4? Definitely not 8. 8 is lame. 1 is also okay. So, I also like 2. 2, 4, and 1 are my options right now. But, yeah, let's get out of here. We swap back to Growlithe. Neo. Oh, I forgot we got to name everything, too. There was a third trainer here in the original game, I believe. Oh, wait, no, not in Gen 2, or Gen 1, maybe. Or Gen 2, excuse me. Because I know in Fire Red, at least Fire Red, there's another dude off to the left over here. Alright. Let's go check out the gym here. I'm also rocking the Gary Oak. fit right now. And I feel like it's the only color that, like, I could go with, because otherwise it makes it look like you have, like, a purple mouth. In Gen 2, it's so easy to see the floor here. I'm just gonna battle everyone, because XP is huge. We'll see what they got. Last Linda. Okay, then why is Venomoth so strong? Because, like, straight up, I'm just gonna rip through this gym right now. A level 13 Arcanine is so cursed. I forgot I evolved it. It came holding, Firestone, which is kind of crazy. The sprites for Gen 2 are so weird, because they're like such a massive improvement from Gen 1. It's like almost bizarre. So I don't think I have to fight anyone in this gym without walking up to them directly. Methinks. Yes. And like, it is so visible, the walls here. I think this is Janine? Wait, is that Koga's daughter? No. Welcome back, Cam. I just sussed out the level of the gym. I'm looking for the... Maybe they swapped who the gym leader's location is. But like the second I saw that Venomoth had confusion, I knew it was like off to the races with this Pokemon now. Mothman is now my main. Neo is now in the backseat. Mothman is the GOAT, I agree. He almost got named Cam, and I almost did it just to spite you last stream. So now that I have something super over-leveled, I want to see how far I can bum rush this game. Gerald, I forgot I'm Gerald Oak. Okay, here we go. Because I think that was the original Koga location I went to first. Still need to find a good one to name after you. I thought Venomoth was sick. It's wild that there's no, like, level cap, too. Like, had I failed the capture on Mothman, this game would have been, like, infinitely more difficult. Once we get into the old, Safari Zone, maybe we'll find something good for you. Is Venomoth poison? Yes. Venonat and Venomoth are one of the few Pokemon that, like, I have so little experience with. I know Venonat gets access to Quiver Dance, Sleep Powder, and Compound Eyes, just like Vivillon, but Vivillon is so much faster. Alright. Rip throw. Janine, not a problem now that I have access to psychic moves. Soul badge for Gerald. I think I'm just gonna go right up to Celadon. Oh, the zooming indoors is so beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna go. Oh, I got a call. Do I have to go through this rigmarole every time? Wait. It's still going? They don't want you to miss any content, that's for sure. Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom while my Pokemon are healing. Hopefully I can be back in time. Alright. I wasn't quite that fast. Alright, we're zooming again. Like, are the trainers gonna be, like, giga powerful over here? We'll find out. Schoolboy Tommy? Alright, Natu. Not a good matchup for the old Mothman. Is this buffed Leech Life? I think that is... Oh, no, wait, no, I'm level 25. That might just be normal Leech Life. Cam, how would you feel about Natu? As that being your Mon. I love Natu. Natu is a very cool Pokemon. Its design in Gen 2 is very ambiguous, too. It kind of looks like a bird that's walking around on its wings, specifically in that sprite there. And its location is, like, really bizarre. I think I'm just gonna keep Leech Lifing through. I cannot believe that one shot still. I gotta check. It's gotta be buffed. I'm missing it, Cam. I'm not gonna make you explain it to me if you don't want to. Well, let me see. How did I make them? How do you make them follow you? I hit some not good buttons on my keyboard. Yeah, how do you make the Pokemon? No! You can make the Pokemon follow you in this. How do you do it? Oh, not to. I was on some other shit at that point, bro. My ADD brain, I was lost in the sauce. Alright, let's see what she's got. I still have the Giga OP Venonat. Wowee, she looks like a dummy mommy, that's for sure. Teacher Hillary, of course. think it just ripped through this team still. Ooh. So, I don't know if this game has it, but in Generation 2, there was a very interesting mechanic where AI status moves received like a 50% accuracy debuff. Basically, the game was like baby mode in Gen 2, if your opponent was using status moves. So trainers like Koga are like giga ass, and like Zubat's terrible. Cubone has no special defense. This Pokemon is literally a wet paper towel. Level 16 though. Bone Club is just like my my opponent earlier trying to use Dual Wing Beat. I hate Dual Wing Beat. When Dual Wing Beat misses, I actually like... I can feel my blood pressure rise. The cortisol levels are spiking every time I miss Dual Wing Beat. That's why I'm a Brave Bird gamer only when it comes to Talonflame. Alright. We're figuring this out. There we go. Select in your inventory, or whatever. I genuinely don't think I need to fight you. I'm better than these folk. I didn't mean to walk into that guy, but I wonder if the trade for Aerodactyl is still up there, too. I'm coming right for Surge's fucking toes. That's the goal for this stream. I hope confusing KOs. It's not stab. I know Generation 1 laid the foundation for the game, but I feel like stab is the mechanic of Gen 1. Gerald is your hero. Gerald's the... I almost said Gerald's the throat goat, excuse me. Gerald's the goat. Oh, God. Berry user? In my Gen 2 game? Alright. There's not a lot of trainers in here, because it is Gen 2. Wait, hold on, let me check. Do I have a worm? I might have one. Hold on. Bro. Gotta get you one of these bad boys. I actually don't even have a... Oh, I have it for my, I believe it works for this as well. Hold up. Hold up! Wait a minute. I gotta test the worm light. Yeah, it does work. That's so funny. Bro, these things are sick. But yeah, I don't have it for, I don't have a Game Boy Color right now. I think I just sold one. I had a green one, but my Game Boy Colors are all, they're complete in box. They're up on a shelf. They're actually wildly expensive. Well, complete box there. I think that one's like $5. But yeah. I'd use it for this bad boy. I love the Game Boy Color. Such an iconic console. Such an iconic console. If I had an extra one, I would send it to you, Cam. No lie. It'd be like $1 postage. But yeah, I have the green one because I did have the green Game Boy Color at one point. But genuinely, name a game, and I have it. Pokemon-wise. Maybe not console-wise. I only have... I think that's my only, like, true Pokemon. Oh, I have the Switches as well, but... As far as retro consoles... That's all I got. I love the Game Boy Color, though. I have this, like... Oh, Geodude could fuck me up. I have this very distinct memory as a child, like... me playing in, like, the back seat of a parent's car. I remember mostly my grandmother, because she's the one who got me the Game Boy Color. And, like, praying you'd get a street light so you could see what you were doing. And playing every level, or not even every level, playing every, like, area in a Pokemon game felt like you were in a cave with no flash. You know what I mean? Like, you're just bumping into walls all the time, walking into random encounters you don't mean to. I wonder how many shiny Pokemon I ran away from because I did not have a backlit console as a child. Because there's got to be at least one, you know? I was tired, it was late at night, it was dark, I didn't have a backlit console, and I didn't realize it was a shiny Pidgey that I was walking over. It's had to happen at least once. In Gen 2, I've actually been pretty fortunate. I mean, it's not my most played generation, but it's one of them. I found a shiny Koffing, Goldeen, and a Growlithe. It does have contrast, it's just like, it doesn't have like a backlighting. Like the SP. Like a lit screen, if that makes sense. A lit screen, let's go. That guy got cooked, though. There's not a lot of do I have to really fight all these guys? A lot of big bodies in this maze here. This is what qualified for map building back in the day. Oh yeah, there's nothing like that. I'm not super familiar with the original Game Boy, to be honest. It's a very large and cumbersome console, to be honest. And I get it, it's like the first handheld. Legendary, but it's big. Like, genuinely, you need to have Janko jeans if you want your Game Boy original console to fit in your pocket. Which I'm sure everyone had back in the day, but Janko jeans are hard to come by in our Lord's year 2026. The only Game & Watch I'm super familiar with, Cam, is Game & Watch Gallery for the Game Boy Advance. That's the only Game & Watch stuff I'm familiar with. And the Game & Watch Gallery, amazing. It also came out for the Game Boy Color, I think, too. Very fun. It's a collection of mini games. And I think you could play with another console if you just plugged it in. Like, you only needed one cart, but don't quote me on that. There's very few games like that across, like, all the handheld consoles. Root Vegetable, welcome. You said you will devour Professor Oak piece by piece. He will form in your innards and burst from within. My body, his cocoon. My soul, temporary. It was born to be his chrysalis. I am the house of his metamorphosis. His mother, his father, his harlot. He will crawl from my ruined form, writhing, wailing. Finally complete. Oh, and finally complete, excuse me. Sorry I'm butchering your writing, brother. Welcome. We're getting a deep, descriptive vor recount going on right now. By the homie Root Vegetable. Any sports games that are good on the Game Boy Color? On the Game Boy Color, No. In fact, I'll be real. The Game Boy Color does not have that much heat on its library, as far as I'm concerned. Really funny game. Developed by a very well-known developer, Rockstar. There is 2 Austin Powers games on the Game Boy Color that are pretty terrible, but definitely hilariously fun. Hopefully an Oakland listen. So you... I hope we're not witnessing the birth of a Zodiac-type character in your root vegetable. Phenomenal film. Definitely worth watching if you haven't. That or Seven. But I feel like Seven kind of like... Zodiac was a real guy, Seven wasn't. But Seven spawned so many memes, like the what's in the box meme. Game Boy Color had a really good Donkey Kong game on it too. That also might have been original Game Boy. There's been so many versions of like Donkey Kong Country on handheld systems that I can't be bothered to remember them all. Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Let me see. I'll have to check it out. I love horror. I want to stream Dead by Daylight. But I want to get at least like a decent amount of a squad with me to do it. My favorite, like, not necessarily serial killer content, but like, I don't know. It's Netflix. It's Mindhunter. I love Mindhunter. It follows the, FBI's, like, behavioral analysis units, like Genesis. But the characters are very interesting and very, very well played. And the actor that plays Ed Kemper, does a phenomenal job of capturing, like, being a freaky serial killer. Definitely worth watching. You getting a PSP? So Saw on the PS3. A game Saw on the PS3? I imagine a game based on the movie Saw would just be a collection of mini games. Dude, that guy has some kind of swag. Kind of like his colors. It's not. I did Leech Life before and it worked out well for me, so I'm gonna do it again. So it's really funny when they added, the character for Saw they added in Dead by Daylight is called the Pig. I was really hoping that when I learned that there was like a Saw map, that the Saw serial killer was literally the little puppet Jigsaw. Because the notion of a guy riding around on like a tricycle all around like, you know, the Dead by Daylight maps chasing you would be so funny. Way more terrifying than the current iteration of the Saw character they added. You mean Billy? No, they added the Pig. John Kramer is the killer. So they call it the Pig in Dead by Daylight. Hold on. And that's the character. And I don't even know what they're from. Amanda Young? Who's she? Yeah. Hidden tertiary antagonist of Saw. But yeah. I'm not super familiar with the Saw franchise, to be honest. Mostly because, like, it's a grand example of, like, gore type horror, where it's just like, it just kind of like aims to shock you. And it also is one of those movies that really pose the question to the viewer, like, what would you do in this situation? You know, would you get the eye out, you know, the key out from behind your eye, or would you die to the weird contraption? You know. So this is new. Hold up. Oh, big body. Another big body! Who's this? Amanda is the apprentice of John Kramer. See, I hear Kramer, I don't think horror. I hear Kramer, I think Seinfeld. We'll come back for him. Tonight, we have but a few things in our sights. So I think I'm just gonna like absolutely dog on Surge. This is like, oh, if it makes me do the puzzle, I'll be so sad. Please no puzzle. I hate this puzzle. All the Gen 1 gamers know this puzzle's terrible, and it didn't exist in Gen 2. Nothing here but trash. Literally. So how it works is, one of these buckets has a switch in the bottom. And once you find the first one, one of the adjacent buckets will also have the second switch, which unlocks Lieutenant Surge. And like, I'm genuinely curious to what speedrunners do when they come here. Like, do they just accept the fact that, like, they're totally at the mercy of luck and praise? Or is there an RNG manip? This isn't good. Not a good matchup. Magna might steal in this version. I feel like this gym isn't scaled. Right? Because we just cooked Koga. And Koga was like level 9 as well. The only reason this is going well right now is I'm such an obscenely high level. And the confusion bailed out every time. That feels good. We're Leech Life Gaming here. Shout out to anyone who's just checking out the stream. Fun fact, the actress that plays Amanda Young is from South Carolina. When did they first introduce her? Because I feel like they're on, like, Saw 1 bajillion right now. Like, you know, like Saw 13, you know? Saw 1? Really? That's so funny. See, I watched this movie in the back seat of, like, a minivan on the way to, like, I just got fucking double teamed here. What the fuck? In the back of a minivan on, like, a 6-hour car ride up to, like, rural Maine. So, the memories are quite a bit foggy. It was back on one of those, like, old DVD machines that were, like, a laptop. You fold it up and you, like, put the DVD in. Absolutely sick. I remember back in the day, anyone who had a DVD player in their car had it made. And really funny, when we just went on our trip down to North Carolina, we ended up getting a minivan. And it was goated. Found one of those at Goodwill. I mean, I love DVDs. I do have a good collection. They're not in my office, they're downstairs, where my DVD player is. But, yeah. Physical media is dying. So, like, the more DVDs and the more shit like that you have, the more, like... Yeah. It's currency. It's gonna be currency in the future. Believe me. God damn. Is it gonna be another Voltorb from the Juggler? Nope. I used to love the Jugglers, like, fit. I was big into capes as a child. Alright, this is really good. It can only be one of these. Wait, did I not just check them all? I feel like wait a minute. No fucking way. I spent how long doing that? Wowee. That's a bad look. That's a bad look. Maybe my puzzle solving capabilities aren't that hot. You could have told me. You let me do that. What is this theme? Hold on. What is this theme? Is this custom? Oh, no PP left. Yeah, this might be looking rough, actually. So maybe they got away with the, or done away with the 50% debuff to Neo for XP. I don't think Neo's gonna be able to close the gap on Mothman right now. Genuine. That's not me being a doomer. I'm still gonna bring Neo with me because I love dogs. Oh, I can have Neo be the follower too. I don't know how I feel about the Arcanine sprite in this game though. He's got 4 Pokemon. I don't think I'm getting out of the hood of this one. Light screen? Alright, he's stalling. Cringe. Hit him with a little bit of the old marching powder. Alright, Pokemon. Bring us home, Neo. Paralysis has been very kind to me and hasn't hit once. Thunderbolt at 90 base power. He's level 20. He's just a boy. Dude, the poison animation this generation. Peak. Alright. I think I'm cooked because PP issues. Wait. Poison ticked after he damaged me. That is not... Is that how it works in this generation? Huh. He's hitting through every time. Neo Geo. Do you know what the Neo Geo is, bro? Horrible console. There's no running. I gotta play this out. I have no PP. He's Hyper Potion Gaming. Why? Hold up. The thing with the Neo Geo is it's the carts are so expensive. Because inside of them are basically like shrunken down main boards from like original please just kill me. From original arcade platforms. I don't think I need stun more. Boy, I think I need more attacking moves. Sonic Boom! Is it a Sega product? No, it was SNK. Fighting game. I'm trying to think of, I think SNK does King of Fighters, maybe? Don't quote me on that. What? All the way back here? That's offensive. Holy shit. Alright, we'll get some, get some Neo levels going. Alright, hold on. I'll be right back. BRB. Be right back. Alright, Big Dog's back. Schoolboy Billy. What do we got? This is Neo food all day, baby. Level 13 is a slight deficit. I've never actually seen a Neo Geo running. I've seen them for sale, but I've never seen it, like, functionally running on a TV or device. The fact that Crunch is a special attacking move in this generation is crazy. I'll give Paris props for being on my team till the end of Leaf Green. Did you evolve it at the very least? Because I think Paris is really funny. It's like one of the few Pokemon that naturally learns Spore. Yeah, we were talking about that. I think Spore's distribution was terrible. Yeah, in Generation 1, it was only Paris. In Generation 2, it was still only Paris. And then they gave it to Breloom in Gen 3. I think less Pokemon need to be using Spore. Use Paris, that's crazy. Alright. I'm going for gold here. I hit the Fire Blast. This definitely KOs. Because Paris, I think, is abhorrently bad. I think entirely unusable in Little Cup bad. So weird seeing. I love the purple Arcanine. I think Parasect gets some weird moves too. Does it get access? I think it learns one of the most bizarre moves in the entirety of the whole game. Like, since the genesis of Pokemon, one of the most bizarre moves is this move called Powder. Hold on, I'm looking it up. Hold up. It's a weird move. I think... Hold up. So, Vivillon learns it, and Cutiefly learns it from breeding. JK. Why did I think Parasect learned this? Yeah. Powder's a bizarre move. It makes the user take 25% more damage from the next fire type move they get hit by. Which is like such like a bizarre like combination. Like, so you have to use Cutiefly next to a fire type if you're ever gonna use the move. And like, considering, you know, considering we are playing the game single player the first time, Cutiefly doesn't learn any fire moves. You're never gonna make use of that. Alright, we gotta get some levels on the boy. Dugong's crazy because I think Dugong learns Fake Out, if I'm not mistaken. And Fake Out is like a Giga OP in doubles. That's the Incineroar theorem. I used to be the biggest hater of Incineroar in doubles. But now I've become what I have once hated. I'm gonna get the little boy Neo up here for stream soon. He hates being in this office, though. He hates video games. He's scarred. Katamari Damacy, like, gave him the brain worms. And the game is so... It's not peaceful. Don't get me wrong. It's not peaceful. But it was like... I think it was just like the crazy stimulation and all the Japanese people screaming. That game's straight fire, though. I'm gonna play Katamari for stream one day. I'll do a playthrough. It'll be my, my crystal clear. My post-ranked, you know, chill-out game. That game is genuinely fun and is, like, actually kind of difficult. I give, like, mad respect to any game that'll have me, like, playing it, but, like, also, like, tilting my head or my body as I'm trying to, like, play it. Like, I love when, like, I'm playing, like, plane games or, like, where there's, like, spaceship fighting in, like, Star Wars Battlefront, where I feel like I need to, like, lean back in my chair to make my ship turn. So the levels do scale. They just didn't scale very hard. I guess there is 16 gyms to overcome. And I would assume I need to do all 16 if I'm to defeat the Elite Four. Don't want to fight you. Alright, this time, I'm not making the mistake again. I'm using the Poké Center. You get to watch how terrible I am with the fast walking in this game. I wish it made noises every time I bonked. It was like, ooh! Like the Minecraft Steve noise. Or like, very classically, the... Oh, there goes my camera. Very classically, the... Roblox death noise. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a new battery. Your boys returned. Hopefully that holds. I think that's like an aftermarket battery I just threw in it. That was the one that died on me earlier for no reason. Yeah, is it gonna turn on? Yeah. Yeah. I could also go all the way up to Lavender Town, but I don't think that does anything for me. It's so weird how sparse the trainers are in Gen 2. Bro's just silent. He's gonna hit me with like the quiet anime look. No game. We're the gamblers. So in Generation 1, there were a bunch of trainer classes here called gamblers. And they're all, like, really awkward depictions of old men with, like, dice in hand. And I guess to appeal more to a wider audience, they had to get rid of the gamblers and rename them gamers. But, unfortunately, the gamers still look like stereotypical gamblers. It's a really funny look, to look at the difference between the Gen 1 sprites and Gen 3 sprites for Fire Red and Red, respectively. This guy's getting cooked, though, literally with Ember. Executor is one of those Pokemon that, like, I genuinely thought was bad for the longest time, till I lost to one in VGC. That made me want to cry. I was unaware of Chlorophyll Gaming. I'm a big fan of Alolan Executor as well. It was like a weird artifact on screen. Alright, I'm gonna go use this PC. I think I should be able to take this guy now. Alright, juice up nice and good. Let's go take on Surge. Ooh. Startled me. I don't think I want Venomoth getting paralyzed here. There we go. Oh, wait. I had it right the first time. Bitch, I cannot believe she walked in front of me like that. Alright. I fought all these guys, right? Yeah. Alright, we're back for the redemption arc. What's going on here with the map, though? Redemption arc time. I don't know if Surge looked like this in Gen 2. I can't remember. But here we are. Back at it again. He'll zap me just like his enemies in war. Unreal. You know he committed war crimes. Look at that face. Alright, Neo. Show no mercy. We're Fire Blast Gaming. Double team. We hate that in our house. But we don't miss. Now, I think I have the TM for Swift. Maybe I need that. Oh, a crit? Oh, as foretold. I did predict, like, a crazy amount of my opponent's moves today in Pokemon Champions. Alright, we're just gonna keep Fire Blasting. I mean, give me a reason not to. They might have retconned Gambler from this game, but I still remember. Pepperidge Farms remembers too. That's 2 in a row. Off the double team too. I think it's like close to like a 50-50. Big levels for Neo here. Overcoming a lot. We're going for another Fire Blast. L-Kid's just out here swinging, choosing violence. But we don't miss. Neo has that starter buff. It doesn't one-shot. Burn would have been cool, but Ember... Oh, he's got Hyper Potion. If 2 Embers KOs, I'm going that route, but I don't think so. Because it's 40 versus, yeah. Hang in there, Neo. He don't miss. He don't miss. Does it KO? It does. Alright, the last thing I think he has is Magnemite. It's almost certainly faster, and it's using Sonic Boom. I don't want to risk the miss. I'm faster. I'm not risking the miss, though. That's fine. Okay, I think we win no matter what now. Because he gets burned. Sonic Boom! Surge looks so much like Guile. What the fuck? Surge is Guile, and he uses Sonic Boom. That's actually crazy. My buddy is so big into fighting games. He's gonna pog the fuck out when I make those connections for him tomorrow. All right, Mothman coming in to clean things up. I do believe Confusion just removes him here. Your name in Champions is So, mine is Atlas. That's my main. I think you can request me there. Well, you can probably go back and... Well, I don't know how to do friend requests on that. But I'm Gary Oak on my my mobile. And there you have it. Lieutenant Surge got absolutely cooked by Neo, my Arcanine, my level 18 Arcanine. And I've received the Thunder Badge. Now, I'm going to be really clever here, because I know the moment... I got TM07 too, let's see what this is. Zap Cannon. I don't think I want that just yet. Alright. I'm popping right out to the exit here. And I'm gonna call it here with Pokemon Crystal Clear. I know the second I step out of this building, it is going to bombard me with text box after text box. And I think I'm just gonna save that for next stream. Now, I'm gonna be smart here too, because I tried to do the regular save, and the game will be like, yeah, totally. Save your game. Totally fine. But I guess it means nothing. So I'm gonna do a save state here right now too.